Hello everyone. You are watching the channel in search of facts. For modern armored vehicles, flexibility is the most important aspect in a conventional war, and survivability comes after it. A good example in this regard is the BOXER infantry fighting vehicle and its tracked version. These samples represent something more than just vehicles or combat vehicles. They symbolize the peak of engineering and what multinational cooperation creates for modern armed forces. The BOXER and the tracked version of the BOXER track were designed with modularity, adaptability, and stability in mind, making them the standard in the class of military vehicles. In this video, you will get acquainted with their brief history, characteristics, and advantages, as well as learn how they differ from other types of machines. The BOXER car was born at the beginning of the 2000th years as part of a joint project of Germany and the Netherlands, with the participation of Great Britain. The manufacturer is the Artec Industrial Group, and the management is carried out by BOXER, an organization of joint cooperation in the field of armaments. The initial idea was to create a modular armored vehicle that could be configured to perform various tasks on the battlefield, while maintaining survivability against modern threats. In the 2003 year, Great Britain withdrew from the program, but returned to it in the 2018 year. To place an order for special variants of the BOXER, Germany received the first car, supplementing it with old generation models, such as TPS-1 Fuchs, and armored personnel carriers M113. The Dutch did the same, replacing their old platforms, such as W-Viper and M577, with a new BOXER. Over time, Australia and Lithuania joined the BOXER program, each of which ordered their own fleets of vehicles from the assembly line, adapted to their specific military needs. Today, the interest in the BOXER all over the world shows how universal this platform has become. One of the key features of BOXER is its modularity. The design of the vehicle allows you to quickly re-equip it to perform a wide range of tasks on the battlefield, from transporting combat units and command posts to ambulances, reconnaissance missions, and other things. The versatility of the BOXER is achieved through replaceable modules that are installed and removed in less than an hour, up to those equipped with 120mm mortars, logistics, combat repair, and platforms for heavy weapons. That is why this combat vehicle is called a military jack-of-all-trades, capable of evolving along with changing operational requirements. Both as an infantry transport and as a mobile artillery platform, the BOXER fulfills many of the requirements of modern armed forces without sacrificing either protection or performance. In combat, survivability is just as important as firepower. In this regard, the most modern booking systems are installed on the BOXER. The all-welded steel structure is complemented by composite armor, which provides a high level of protection against ballistic threats, including mines and improvised explosive devices. The multi-layer floor reduces the risk of fatal injuries from explosions under the bottom, and the protective compartment protects passengers from direct and indirect attacks. The BOXER also has stealth, providing low acoustic, infrared, and radar visibility. This is achieved, in particular, through the use of actively cooled plates above the engine compartment, the placement of exhaust vents, and the use of coatings that reduce the thermal signal. In addition, the installation of reactive armor and active protection systems increases survivability against more serious threats, such as guided missiles. The machine is also equipped with a comprehensive protection system against chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear threats, which allows you to operate even in a highly polluted environment. With such characteristics, a BOXER becomes not only a mobile heavy weapon on the battlefield, but also an armored shelter for his unit. There is one interesting feature in this combat vehicle. With a weight of up to 38.5 tons, the BOXER machine is surprisingly mobile. It is equipped with a diesel engine M2 V8 199 Ti20, with a capacity of 711 horsepower, which allows it to reach a maximum speed of 103 km per hour on paved roads and 80 km per hour off-road, and a power reserve of more than 1,000 kilometers. This gives it a lot of freedom of action, since missions can be conducted without logistical support. for an extremely long period of time. In addition, the BOXER is equipped with a centralized tire pumping system, which allows you to overcome impassable areas such as mud, snow, and sand. This, as well as the 8-wheel drive, provide a high degree of mobility on most sites. These characteristics, as well as the possibility of transportation by road, rail, sea, and air, endow the BOXER with an important strategic role for those armies that require operational intervention. In terms of firepower, the BOXER is also not far behind. A remote armament station is installed on the modification of the APC. A 12 7mm machine gun or a 40mm automatic grenade launcher. Other variants are equipped with anti-tank missiles and smoke grenade launchers. For example, the Lithuanian version of the Vilkas is equipped with a 30mm automatic cannon and a Spike Eller Atcom, turning the BOXER into a full-fledged infantry fighting vehicle. Advanced fire control systems, including thermal imagers, laser rangefinders, and electronic countermeasures, provide accurate targeting both in stationary conditions and in motion. In addition, for artillery support, a remotely controlled 155mm howitzer can be installed on the BOXER, capable of firing 8 rounds per minute at a distance of up to 40 kilometers. Of course, this is just one of many similar weapons schemes. Other options make the BOXER suitable for fighting both in urban conditions and in open terrain. But this is not all that the Germans can offer. Meet the BOXER tracked vehicle, the BOXER Twin, which has better mobility in extreme terrain and heavier weapons. Thanks to such capabilities, the crawler BOXER was presented as the next step in the development of this wheeled platform, for operations in areas where wheeled vehicles will have a hard time. With all the modular components inherent in the BOXER, the tracked version has a better weight distribution and ground pressure, which allows you to move more confidently in mud and on uneven surfaces. It also allows the use of heavier weapons systems, which further enhances its presence on the battlefield. The newest tracked BOXER is equipped with a more powerful M2 engine with a capacity of 880 kilowatts, which allows carrying a payload weighing 17 tons with an optimal power-to-weight ratio of 20-25 kilowatts per ton. The maximum speed on steel or rubber tracks is 70 kilometers per hour, and the maximum radius of use is up to 500 kilometers. However, in order to evaluate the advantages and disadvantages in the best way, you should compare the car with competitors. The BOXER's place in the world market of infantry fighting vehicles is clarified when compared with the M2 Bradley combat vehicle. The M2 Bradley is an infantry fighting vehicle that has been in service with the US Army since the 1980s. And this car has gained a reputation thanks to heavy weapons and protection. Bradley is equipped with a 25mm Bushmaster cannon, tough anti-tank missiles, and a 7 and 62mm machine gun, and is the world's best machine for conducting contact combat. Being less modular than the BOXER family, it has lower indicators in terms of adaptability. This machine provides excellent firepower and protection for the US Army, but it is not modularized. Bradley allows you to take only 6 fighters into battle, which is half as much as a BOXER. And the integrated armament, including a 25mm chain gun and a TOF rocket launcher, makes the Bradley a purely combat vehicle rather than a universal transport. However, if we talk about mobility, the Bradley tracked design provides it with significantly better cross-country ability, but at the expense of a significant reduction in speed and fuel efficiency. The range and load capacity are lower than that of the BOXER tracked vehicle, so it is less suitable for modern expeditionary operations. The infantry fighting vehicle has proven itself well in various theaters of military operations, from the Australian wilderness to Eastern Europe. Undoubtedly, this is due to her ability to perform a variety of roles in various conditions. In this regard, the BOXER is an absolute favorite for military planners. Constant modernization will allow this machine to remain in demand on future battlefields, thanks to the integration of technologies such as autonomous systems and artificial intelligence. At the same time, the tracked BOXER will complement its wheeled counterpart, providing improved cross-country performance and providing support for heavier weapons systems. Together, These platforms represent the peak of the development of military vehicles, offering a combination of versatility, survivability, and firepower that few competitors can match. Ultimately, the Boxer and tracked Boxer track combat vehicles are a testament to the power of innovation and cooperation in the field of military technology, which has only been gaining momentum in recent years. Combining modularity, modern protection, and unsurpassed versatility, these machines solve a variety of tasks of modern warfare. Boxer platforms perfectly cope with any task, whether it's transporting troops, fire support, or reconnaissance. As militaries around the world continue to adopt and adapt these machines, Boxer's legacy as a jack-of-all-trades will undoubtedly continue. And he definitely has a future. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. What do you think about the Boxer? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to receive notifications about new releases.